joining the stream. Welcome everyone. I appreciate you for coming. Please kindly give a thumbs up as you come in and share out if you can. Okay, let's have more people in here. Please give me peace of mind. Please give me peace of mind. Hello, sweetheart. Welcome. Be yourself, Dynasty. Welcome. Be yourself. Thank you so much, Queen, for coming. Be yourself. I appreciate you, Queen. Yes, I need you because I want you. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. The world is stressing me, hurt you, because I know you can share out to your community. Let's have more people in here. And you always come. Welcome. How's your day been? You make me feel what's like your child. You give me peace of mind. Your body say I'm on attention. You give me peace of mind. How has your day been? Be yourself, Dynasty. How has it been? You give me peace of mind. You give me peace of mind. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Be yourself, Dynasty. How has your day been? Kingsland Foundation, welcome. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining the stream. Welcome. Please kindly thumbs up and share if you have a community. Let's have more people in the house as we dissect this very interesting topic today. Yeah, Dr. King, I thought as much. Oh my God. Dr. King, thank you so much for joining the stream. I appreciate you. Okay, be yourself. You've been on art. I trust you now, supporters. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Be yourself, Dynasty. Dr. King, how's your day been? How have you been? Good to have you join the stream today. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so happy to have you. Honestly, it's a honor. It's a pleasure to have you here. Join Love Night with Spice. For those who don't know, this is Love Night with Spice. You can call it Noche de Amor with Spice. It's a program where we discuss very sensitive issues, everything that has to do with love, romance, relationship, and other topics surrounding it. The purpose here is to help us build a beautiful home and a stable marriage. So that is why this channel, this particular program, Spicy Top, is created. So believe me when I say it's an honor to have you here join the stream today. Like I said before, today we'll be discussing reconnecting with exes, especially. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. Be yourself. Today we'll be discussing reconnecting with exes. What are the dangers in reconnecting? This is not just reconnecting, but maintaining an open friendship, an open relationship with the exes. What are the dangers in it? Is it advisable, or it's no big deal about it, you know? Because so many people say, hey, every relationship doesn't have to end in marriage or end with marriage. So what's the big deal with reconnecting with your exes or staying in contact with them, even if you're single or you're married? So that is what we'll be dissecting today. Pablo Happiness, gorgeous Queen, thank you so much for joining the stream. Welcome, Queen. Thank you so much. How have you been? Welcome. Thank you for joining the stream. Thanks for the thumbs up as well. I appreciate. So like I said, I was saying before Fabro came in, today we're looking at exes, ex-boyfriend, ex-lover, ex-husband, all the exes. Their path, their role in our lives moving forward. What's the big deal having your ex come back into your life? You know, some people will say there's no big deal because so long as there's no romance, there is nothing intimate anymore. You guys can just be friends. You leave the relationship open. You never can tell who is going to help you tomorrow, who's going to be there for you tomorrow. But I want to hear from a lot of people today Yeah, I think thank you. Okay. I think we have new people in the house who are also going to give us their opinion, and I'll be dropping the link when we are ready, and we can jump on the link and we can discuss better on it. So, what do you guys think about reconnecting with an ex? Okay, someone came up with this, and that prompted me. That was what really prompted this topic. Like, according to her, there is no big deal, because her ex is her friend and her husband is aware that she's still maintaining an open relationship, like a close contact with her ex, and there is no big deal there because the husband trusts her judgment. Getting it right with Olivia. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Kindly smash the like button. Thank you, Olivia. Thank you so much for always coming around to support me. You be yourself, Dynasty Pablo Happiness. Yes, you guys have been so amazing. Thank you so much. Yes. So, and according to her, there's no big deal there. And, according to her, she's, having a business. They have a business together. Like, once in a while, the ex can call and then they do business together and all that. Black Money Cups, Black Money Cups. Welcome, Black Money, the one and only Black Money. Thank you so much, all the way from United States of America. Welcome, Black Money. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Thank you so much, Black Money. Thanks for the thumbs up as well. Black Money, I know you're going to be interested in this topic today. Welcome. Thank you so much. Guys, if you have a community, kindly share out in your community. Let's have more people come in here. Let's rub mind together on this topic. So, but while we're talking, you can drop your opinion in the comment section. What do you guys think? Because for this lady, I have seen exes return to ruin relationships. Yes, especially when your partner doesn't really understand how far the both of you have gone. Because trust me, especially we Africans, it's difficult for a husband. I'm speaking now as a wife. It's difficult for a husband to just accept that, hey, this is your ex, and he's in your life right now. There is no big deal. You guys can chat. You guys can keep in touch. You guys can, so long as there is nothing intimate or nothing deeper than what it is, like, that's no big deal. The African men I know today, they are super jealous. And apart from the African men, let's even look at, there's a law called Okafor's law. I don't know if any of you know about this Okafor's law. Okay, yeah, be yourself, so I should read her comment. Let me see your comment. Be yourself. I don't think it is advisable, especially if you have intimacy with your ex. Absolutely, but be yourself. Let's see, how many exes did we not have intimacy with? How many exes? Okay, if there is no intimacy, I don't really see that as deep relationships somehow. Because if you're just cordial friends with someone and you part ways, it's easy to just get along as friends, so long as there is nothing intimate. But imagine that ex that you have been shagging, you've been very intimate with, that ex that you guys have been together for 1 year, 2 years together. In fact, some of the exes you lived together. You lived together in one house. You like you practically live like a couple, husband and wife, on daily basis. And people know you two together, like you're very popular, you're very popular to a lot of people. And okay, you're very popular and they know you guys as a couple. Then suddenly you break up, you get married, and then you're reconnecting. I mean, how many husbands out there are going to be comfortable? Yeah? Guys, please answer me. How many husbands are going to be comfortable knowing that their wife's ex is in their life and they're chatting together every day? Or even if it's not every day, like they keep in touch, or he can come around to visit you, or you can go visit him. After all, no big deal. Yeah, okay. Be yourself, say, okay, say, I beg, the ex is behind you. Move on after marriage. Move on after marriage. Guys, have you heard of the Okafor's law? How many of you have heard about the Okafor's law, which states that a road once passed through before can still be passed through again? Meaning, any guy or lady you have shagged before, that you have had intimacy before with, and you come back together, you know, you find yourself in a closed room, there's every possibility that you guys will give into temptation. Be yourself, say your husband won't trust you. You have heard about your Okafor's law. Okay, guys, please, let's get on straight into it. Anyone want to jump on the link? Let's start the discussion. Let's start the discussion. If you want to jump on the link and give me your opinion about this, please. Jump on the link. Because this Okafor's law, a lot of guys have used this thing to ruin homes. And you know, when it happens the first time, as a wife, you give in to your ex. You give into that temptation of getting close, hanging out, you know, visiting each other. And the husband is usually not aware, or the wife is usually not aware. That's always a problem at the end of the day. Because, you know, you begin to develop feeling, especially those ex that you didn't really fight before you separated. Like, there was no major fight between you two. There was no major misunderstanding. It just happened that you found somebody else and you got married. You know, there are people who you're going to be in a relationship with for years, and they haven't proposed. Then one guy from nowhere will just come up and then sweep you off your feet, or the guy is ready to settle down. Then you get married. But with this ex, you never had any major misunderstanding. Like, it's not as if you had a fight. It just happened that you didn't get married. Now imagine such ex, or those ex that are very, very good and romantic. Like those ones that are very good in bed. Even as a guy, you finally meet, okay, you got married. And then suddenly your ex, who has been very romantic with you, you really enjoyed everything about her, but maybe due to genotype or religious belief or tradition or something made you to not to get married, then you part ways, knowing fully well that you are not compatible when it comes to marriage, but every other thing you two are compatible. Like, you guys vibe so well. Then suddenly you meet somewhere, and then boom, you exchange contact. King's Foundation say, well, I have had 2 main non-sexual ex-fiancés. Okay, I gotta pin this. I need to pin this, guys. I need to pin this. He said, I have had 2 main non-sexual ex-fiancés. Ironically, they both left because I wasn't ready to get intimate with them. Okay. Seriously, it went that serious. And he said again, I don't have an issue with my woman still maintaining contact with her ex, insofar as she knows what she's doing and her boundary, but then it's rare. Now, that is something. It's rare. It's very rare. He says, I didn't treat them as enemies, but we still remain friends and communicate. Okay, now, are you married now? King's Foundation, Dr. King, let me know if you are married now. I don't know your marital status, but let me know if you are married now, please. That's a reason for asking if you're married now. Because most oftentimes, you can trust yourself. You know your emotional strength. You know those things which you can handle. You know that when you are left in the room with your ex, you know you can hold yourself, just like Dr. King was just saying right now. No, you are not on the hot seat. You are not. Okay, Dr. King, can you jump on the link? Oh my God, he said if he's in a hot seat.
Good evening, host. Good evening. Greetings to everyone in the chat. Hope you're doing great. You said I'm on a
Yes,
hot
be
seat.
yourself. Thank you so much, Queen. Thank you so much for
It's all
joining the
right,
stream.
sis. It's all right. So I just came to say something, okay? just like King is saying, is very, very rare. And then
Mm,
sometimes we have to be on a safer side. Like you have to be
mm,
on the safe side because it's not really easy. Like I said, especially when you have intimacy with a person and all of
mm-hmm,
a sudden you feel, oh, let me just be this person's friend. There is every possibility that if your husband is not doing the do with you the way you like it, you might easily
mm.
fall back to that ex. And
Thank
there is
you.
every possibility that you will start comparing your husband with your ex. That is the truth.
Mm-hmm.
That is the
Yes.
truth. So far, you are still in contact with him as the woman. You might always call him on phone, and maybe this devil is very tricky. Oh.
Hmm.
Maybe when you start having maybe little misunderstanding in your relationship, that your ex now may
Yes.
be the person, the shoulder for you to go and cry on.
Mm-hmm.
And that is why I said, so far you've had intimacy with the guy or the lady, there is every
Yes.
possibility that that feelings will come again.
Hmm.
So the best thing for you
Especially
is to
if
cut
your
off.
husband, if the ex is very, very good in the bedroom, and then
Thank you.
unfortunately you
You'll
now
be
get married to a man
comparing.
who doesn't meet
Who
up.
is not? I'm telling you, who doesn't meet up? You may discuss it with
Yes.
the ex, and the ex will now tell you, oh, okay, we can meet up, we can see, let's talk about it and all that. And because you already discussed with him or you are in contact with him, there is every tendency that it will
Yes.
happen again. So there is no,
Hmm.
there is no 100% guarantee that, oh, I can just be friends with him. Nothing. Even when your husband knows, some people have relationship with their ex, and their husband know that this is their ex, but the husband will not be aware
Mm-hmm.
that they are sleeping with the ex. A
Even
lot is
even
happening.
sometimes they can just introduce the ex as just a friend to the
Thank
husband,
you.
or even the husband can
Exactly.
just introduce the ex as just a friend.
Yes, yes. Me, I had a situation like that when there was this guy I wanted to that wanted to marry me, and then
Mm.
his uncle took him abroad. Okay, and we used to talk normal. We used to talk, and before you know it, he started reducing his communication with me, and I noticed that he
Okay.
reduced the communication with me. And one of his cousins told me, in fact, the guy I don't know up till now that is his cousin that told me that his mother said he's not going to marry somebody that is not from their village or like
Place.
from their place, that he
Yes.
must marry somebody that is from their place. And as his cousin told me that, I said, okay, no problem. And I started noticing his reduce. I don't know what happened, Sha. In abroad, there's a lot of things can make somebody not to communicate with somebody, you understand? But I don't know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And the communication reduced. I just decided that, okay, hence his mother does not really want somebody that is not from their place. Me, I'm not from their place. So me, I cannot even advise somebody to go into a marriage that it's only your husband that loves you. I cannot.
Yes.
I
Mm-hmm.
cannot. So I said, me, I'm not ready to enter into a relationship. I know that the mother already said that she does not want somebody that is not from his place. It's a waste of time for me. Oh, I'm not that kind of person that say I love you. You are not marrying only the man, because there's something that will happen
Yes.
in the future, that your husband family will be the people that are fighting for you, sef. So it's not
Yes.
really good.
Yes.
You are going into a relationship or a marriage, especially a marriage, and their
Mm.
people did not accept you, and you are saying the man loves you. There is no any point continuing with that kind of marriage. So because of
Mm.
that, I started, withdrawing from the guy. I don't call him again, and he will keep calling me. I just sent him one day. I called him. I told him, I said, I'm no longer interested in this relationship. It's better we just call it a quit. He said, what happened? He loves me, this and this. He's going to come back, marry me, and all that. I told him I'm no longer interested, and I moved on. I don't know if he moved on or not, but me, I moved on. And when I
Mm.
got married, I met my husband, we got married, and he came back to Nigeria. When he came back to Nigeria, I'm no longer in the state that we met. Okay, I've
Mm.
gotten married to my husband. I've traveled to the another state, and he came back to Nigeria. He went. I don't know who he called, where he got my number from, because I changed my line. I changed my number to another number entirely. He got my number from someone which he refused to tell me, and he came into the state I was in and called me on phone. And when I heard he called me on phone, I was like, when I heard his voice, I know he was the one. He said that why did I change my number? I did not tell him. He has been trying my line. That in fact that he's in
An
Nigeria, where am
ex.
I?
Imagine the audacity.
An ex, so an ex. And by then and by then I was even pregnant with my daughter then. And he said, where are you? I said, in fact, that I'm no longer in the state we met. I'm married. He said, why will I marry? That he has already told his family that he's married. The fact that all his friends that he met abroad, he told them that he's already
What?
married. And they tell you, I told him, I said, why will he tell them that I'm married? Do you even engage me before traveling? No engagement, nothing. I said, Shebi, I called you on phone and told you that I've moved on. I should move on. He said, is that for him to move on without me? And he was just talking now. I told him, I said, there is no point of calling. If I don't call me again, don't worry. God will bless you with a good wife. Don't call me again. He said, anyway,
Time
that
out. Time out is here. Welcome, time
you're
out with
welcome,
family.
family.
Good to have you.
Welcome, family. He said, anyway, that as he is right now, that he's in the state where I am now, that he just wants to see me for the last time. Ha! I said, no, you cannot see me. I said, no, you cannot see me. He said, no, that he wants to see me. That in fact, where am I? That he's already, okay, I was in Port Harcourt then. He said he's already in Port Harcourt. Where am I? And he wants to see me. I said, I don't want to see you. He said he bought a lot of stuff for me, that he cannot just forget me, he cannot leave me just like that. That okay, that he wants to come and see my husband. He wants to know the man that is marrying me. Ha. I said, no, the man that is marrying me for what fun? What do you want to tell them? I said, no, he just want to know the person that's marrying me. He don't mind being friends. Ha. My husband is a jealous lover.
Nemuzo,
My
hold
husband
on,
cannot.
hold on, hold on, be yourself. Nemuzo, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Oh, Yoyo's world. Thank you so much for joining.
Welcome
Yeah, you said
everyone in
yourself
the
you're gonna
chat.
join.
Greetings everyone.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Mary Queen Longman, welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Fine. Time out with family. I appreciate every one of you. Be yourself. Just hold that thought. Today we're just discussing about X and how. What are the dangers in reconnecting with X? Is it a big deal or no big deal? Because we are looking at Okafor's law. What are the possibilities that Okafor's law will play out, when given the opportunity? Because they do say that Uzagara Mbo Akayagaku Ozo. A road once passed, there is every possibility. If you lock that the two X's together in a room, there is every possibility. So is it really a myth or just no big deal? You understand? Is it no big deal or it matters? As a woman, would you be comfortable allowing your husband keep a close contact with your ex? And as a man, would you be comfortable, say the truth, having your wife keep a close contact with your ex? I mean, his ex, they are no longer, you are the lucky man here. So Be Yourself is giving us her own view here. We're listening, Be Yourself. He brought gift and wants you to come and collect them.
Yes, so he wants me to come and collect them, that he bought a lot of things for me. I said, I'm not coming, no, please keep the gift to your future wife. He said, okay, he wants to see me, that I said I'm pregnant. Hi, that how will I look? He wants to see me and see how I look when I'm pregnant. This guy, he calls me like he keep disturbing me with call. And I told one of my friends, then I called her, I told my friend, I said, look at what is happening. My friend said, okay, no problem, let's go. As in me and her should go and call. I said, I'm not going. And the reason why I said I'm not going is because I have feeling for this guy. This guy is the guy, my first love, okay?
You
I don't
see,
want to
you
see him
see,
again. Like, I know that
you
if I go
see,
and see him, there's every possibility that
that feeling is
I'll,
still there.
even
That's
if,
the thing.
thank you, even if,
Hmm.
even if I don't do the do with him that day, there's every possibility that maybe I'll fall into temptation. And me, I know that I am married. I am married. I want my relationship to work. I don't want any distractions. And that was what I told that my friend. I said, I'm not going. He called me
Hmm.
after two. He lodged in a hotel. Oh. He said, don't worry. The next day, he called me. He's still in Port Harcourt. So that he wants to see me, that he cannot see me. That if he does not see me, he's not going to leave Port Harcourt. I said he should not leave. But I now blocked him. and unblocked him.
That
But it
it,
was a
that
very
was the best
difficult,
decision.
yes, it was the best decision for me, and it was a very difficult thing for me to do as well because this guy knows me very well.
Okay.
He's a guy, he loves me very, when he comes, he loves me very well. And at that point, my husband self traveled, he was not in town. So I would
Ah,
have,
see
yes, my husband was not in
temptation now.
town. No, be small
See
temptation,
fertile
though. He was
ground
not
for
in,
temptation.
he
Hey,
was not in
even with
town, though.
pregnancy, with pregnancy, that's when a lot
Even
of women are on it.
he said he
So
wants
with
to
the
see me,
pregnancy,
he wants to
husband
see
not
how
being
I look.
around. Ah,
He wants to see how I
that one
look.
is a very
I,
fertile ground.
he's a very fertile guy. I say I'm not going. But for the fact that I even spoke with him, somebody that traveled, he came back after 5 years. I wanted to see him actually. I would have loved to see him as somebody that at least we didn't quarrel, we didn't have, he added a lot of value to my life.
Yes.
That was in the
Mm.
era of computer, when computer, he was the one that taught me how to use computer. He was the one that taught me. So he loved me. When somebody loves you, it's not all about sex. Okay, if
Yes,
somebody
he
loves
added
you
value to
genuinely,
your life. He really added value to your life.
yes, he added value to my life, and that is what I call love. When somebody is not all about let's do they do, let's do they do. The person is all
Mm.
about I want you to improve. That time when I don't even know what they call it again. That app that they used to chat like that came out that time. I don't know the name again.
Is it to go? To go.
No, no, it's not too good. The first one that came out
BB,
first,
Blackberry.
black, no, no, black, not Blackberry. I'm trying to remember that app. Is it
Uh,
Yahoo.com? Abi what? Yahoo Gist, abi Yahoo Messenger, something like. It's been a
maybe.
long time. Yahoo Messenger. He was the one that taught me from using that particular app. Because when I'm chatting, people chat you up and say hello, if
Okay,
I'm chatting, be like,
Skype.
what are you
Is it
doing?
Skype? Is it Skype? Neighbors will say Skype.
No, I think it's Yahoo Messenger. I
Uh,
think yes, I think it's Yahoo Messenger. That was the first one that came out. Yahoo Messenger, the first one that ever came
okay.
out before all this WhatsApp and other things. The guy
Yeah.
stopped me from using that particular app. Instead, he channeled my knowledge. He took me to Cyber Cafe, opened my first Gmail, taught me how to use Gmail. Like he wants me to be productive. He wants me. That's
Mm.
how to show that somebody really loves you. And I know that somebody
Yes.
that really loves me that way, me going back again, it will be a big error. Hey, and me,
Yes.
immediately I married, I dropped some of my single friends, and in fact, I didn't want any side attraction, anything that would really make me to, destroy my future. Because I believe that once you're married, you need to build your relationship because that your relationship has become
Absolutely.
your world. It has become your world.
Absolutely.
If you have children from that
Absolutely.
relationship, you are building your own world, your own that children are your generation. So the way you build it
Mm.
matters a lot. Your parents have built their own. Your own now is your world.
Yes.
So
Mm.
any little mistake can destroy your destiny. So I will not really advise anybody. That's how up to now I don't know where he is. I don't know. I don't have any contact. I don't know what he's doing, but I wished him well. In fact, I was even crying
Yes.
when he said that he was waiting for me. He has been in Port Harcourt for 3 days right now, and he wants to see me and all those things. I told him I cannot come and see you. I am married. Move on. It was a tough decision for me based on that it was after 5 years, he came back out. If
Mm.
any other girl would have wanted to go and collect the things he bought, but
To go and
I wasn't
collect the
after that.
gift.
Yes, he said I should
Yes.
just
To
come
go
and
and
collect
collect
it.
what he bought.
Thank you. He said I should just come and collect it, that for these 5 years he has been shopping for me, that I should just come and collect it. After collecting it, he can delete my number. I said I don't want, just keep it for your future wife. I started crying on
See
phone.
trap.
I was praying.
Look at trap.
I was I was praying for him on
See
phone. I said,
trap.
God will bless you.
See trap.
I said, God will bless
Why
you,
did he
but
not
give
send
it to
it
your
to
future
you?
wife. I don't understand it. I said, give it to your future wife. God will bless your marriage. In fact, I've moved on. God bless. God bless. So what am I
Welcome,
trying
Pat
to say?
Eyaba,
You're
Princess
welcome,
Beyond
Pat.
Fashion. Yeah, Pat Eyaba, Alima to Sadia vlog. Welcome. Pat Eyaba says, me I for collect what this girl Agbero. In fact, Pat, you
Pat,
are a
I say,
case.
Pat, go put somebody for
Pat, you
Wahala.
are a
Pat,
case.
I
Pat
watched
na
I watched
Agbero.
yesterday Ernest when I watched when Pat said that She went with her sister to go and do bomb. I said, this part, part Sabi Waka. Part to go to
Pat,
trouble.
you said you missed 5 years shopping. Seriously, Pat, that's Pat.
I cannot
But
even try
wait,
it to Pat.
okay, the link is here. Pat, jump on the link. Please, guys, anyone
Pat,
can jump on the link.
look
Let's
at
get
Pat.
different
Pat,
views on this.
Pat said to
Okay.
send him his number. I don't know his number again, though, Pat. I don't even have a contact. In fact, few years ago, Seth, I even remembered him. But the thing is, I don't have his
Oh,
number again. I don't have his number. He was such a nice guy. And that was part of the reason why I refused to go and see him.
yes.
Because I know
You
he
know,
was
when
a
you
nice
have
guy.
when the person is nice and the person has been good to you and the person has everything you had wanted, but maybe unfortunately you guys couldn't get married due to one problem, one reason or the other, and then that was the only reason why you parted ways, you didn't get married.
Yeah.
But so
Pat, come
when it
on.
happens like that, the temptation is stronger. Only one hug will bring back
I
memories,
say, for the
beautiful
fact that he called
memories
me
Abeg,
on phone,
created.
abeg,
Seth.
abeg. Good
He called me
evening.
on phone, Seth. The memory is
Be
already there.
yourself. Calm down. Be
Pat, I
yourself.
beg, go
You
sit down.
see gratuity. You see pension. Your pension.
Me
Fire!
and
Hey
Pat
God.
no be the same thing. Pat, me and you no be
Wait.
the same thing, though.
Be yourself. You see pension. You know, say that your pension be that.
I beg, make you carry the
After
pension go. I beg.
me, I will collect it. After working for government, I will not collect my pension. How?
You know that,
Hey.
Pat is a very,
Can S
I
buy
don't
her
know,
something for 5 years? She no gree collect.
Pat no be my
Wait,
kind of
your
person.
husband is there. Hey, Jesus. Pat, your husband is even there. Ah, God,
Pat, I
this is
am.
there. This is Vero.
Pat, na Abuja,
Wait,
Abuja,
I
Abuja.
wish,
How na
Pat,
Abuja?
I want to talk with your husband. Pat,
What
I want
happened?
to
Good
talk with
evening.
your husband. I want to ask your
Good evening,
husband
sir.
that, hey, good.
Oga,
Wait,
Oga,
be yourself.
Oga,
Let me
Oga
ask Pat
Eyaba.
Yaba's husband something. Wait, bros, you dey
Yes,
hear
sir.
your wife, Abi? Your wife want to collect gratuity and pension together. Bros, Abi, how comfortable are you knowing that
No,
that guy that has been very good, when I mean good, very good in quotes, before she met you, is there in her life presently now? Bros, how do you feel? How do you feel? Tell us the truth.
Not that he's there. He said I should come and collect my
Yeah.
Pat,
Now
abeg,
pension.
you
keep
dey ask
quiet,
the
make your
question.
husband talk.
Now me dey ask question. Now calm down. Now what's your problem?
I wanna finish this.
Mama, no vex. Come your question. You say what happen. Let me understand. This girl no gree me here with it talk.
No be small
Pat,
thing.
can you
This your
just
wife
let
na
your
Abuja
husband hear
go.
the question? Bros,
Okay, no
I
vex.
said,
Mm.
imagine, that guy that has been very good. Oyoyo Sword, welcome. I can see you, Queen.
Welcome, Oyoyo, as I greet you, abeg.
That guy that has been very good. I mean,
Mm.
very good. And then she has told you about the ex before, but maybe something happened. They didn't get married, and she met and fell in love with you. You guys got married. Will you be comfortable with the guy chatting her, or she chatting the guy? Just friends, they are friends, or maybe the guy coming to be say, "Hey, babe, what's up? Ah, this is my ex." How do you feel as a man? Tell us the truth.
No, they no get business again. Now the business has been terminated.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Rankadede.
Thank you.
Rankadede. I
They no get
greet
business
you.
again. Now you had all the opportunity. You never wanted to use it. Now waiting.
I dey tell you.
My,
Wetin
my
dey
friend, make
fine? He
him go.
don marry,
Him don make him go calm down. All right.
Okay, he's not wanting her back, but like they keep close, they still keep open communication.
They no need
They still
them.
communicate.
They don't need them. They no need the communication. Let him go and communicate with another person. They don't. That's how they start.
Thank you,
That's
sir.
how they
God
start.
bless you, sir.
Thank
Ha.
you.
Bad people
God
everywhere.
bless
That's how
you,
they
sir.
start.
That's how they
God
start.
bless
So
you,
this
I came
do you know that
here.
anytime you have settled down, that is when they come.
Because of
People,
My
Pat
when
and
dear,
somebody
it
that has
is.
not proposed to you before, all of a sudden, here say they don't marry. The person will come back.
They come back.
Eh.
My dear, it is dangerous. So hanging
Do you
around your
believe in
exes.
Okafor's law? Do you believe in Okafor's law?
Waiting Okafor law talk. I don't know what in the law talk. I'm local. No vex.
Okafor's law says that a road once passed through before, there is every
I and I,
possibility you can still pass through the road again.
Bam.
I steady. I and I are very,
Exactly.
very steady.
Road again.
Baba
Pat,
Kwa,
your husband said he'll be passing the road, though.
Baba
Exactly.
Kwa, Baba Kwa, Baba Kwa,
Baba,
Baba,
run, no, make
Baba,
you run.
run.
Me, I fly. I did not run alone. I fly.
Thank you.
Old firewood, they easy to catch fire. Old firewood, spirituality no reach inside though. You go to speak in tongues, rababa, rababa, they don't move pants. Rababa, rababa,
Thank
bra don't
you.
come out to. Ah.
Thank you. Thank
This
you.
morning.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank
Pat
you so much,
Eyaba.
sir. Pat,
Pat
it was
Eyaba, you can
because
go
of
back to
you.
the second round now.
Pat, I keep on
Don't
because
mind
of
Pat.
Pat. She
Pat,
need to be
Pat is
knocked
looking
on
for
her
who to
head.
put in trouble.
Koi koi on Pat's head.
Don't mind Pat. Pat is looking for who to put in trouble.
Somebody's device is on.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
princess.
Okay.
See,
Faith. Sorry, Faith came up. 1 second. Somebody's device is on. Okay. Faith. Sorry, Faith came up. 1 second. Whose device is on? Can you mute? Okay. Faith, please put on your camera when you are coming in. Then when you come up, you now close your camera because I can't accept you. Okay? If you close your camera, I can't accept you. So when you come up, then you can close your camera. Okay, Faith? All right,
Faith,
Princess
they use
Beyond
Chinko.
Fashion Oyoyo's phone.
Faith is using Chinko
Thank,
phone. Mona leave that girl.
thank you, thank you,
Welcome, ma. Welcome, ma.
thank you, my
Thank you
gorgeous
so
sister,
much,
my
host.
dear host.
Welcome.
Good evening,
See,
everyone.
I did clinic right now, but
So,
because of what Pat said, I had to come up. Be yourself,
that's
now
okay.
wise woman you be.
In fact, it
If
was
Thank
inside
you,
one
there,
that
Abuja,
Ozu.
if I
I
come tomorrow,
it was,
come knock Pat for head.
I beg
was
give a
She's
serious
not.
knock.
I know
that's
the
the only
Abuja.
thing that made me come up to.
Be
Only
yourself
one
now,
thing.
wise woman you be. When I mean wise woman, see, we had heated arguments in the morning with this topic. Ask Onwadia. If you come and see house divided, then one woman gave us her 10 years experience. So people should not try it. It's a no go area. People should not try
It's
it.
My
risky.
dear,
Very
Very
risky.
risky.
my
Oh.
dear
Very
Yo-Yo,
risky. The
let me
worst
ask
this
a
thing a
question.
woman should do.
And let me just ask a question.
Okay, ma.
Shebi, somebody said, was it Pat? Okay, it was Pat. I heard Pat saying something. The question I'm going to ask is this. You, the woman, you want to accept a gift or you want to open communication line and all that stuff with your ex, bah? No wahala, go ahead. But I hope that you will accept it when your man too opens his own communication line with his
Exactly.
ex and
I
accept
feel
gifts
Pat is
with his,
catching
from his
cruise.
ex.
Let's just forget about Pat. The husband has said the truth here
No,
that he
Pat
will.
is
That is
catching
not
cruise. Oh.
possible. Pat is
eh,
catching cruise here. That's the truth.
okay. So anybody who is thinking of trying to open communication line with ex in any form, the person should also turn the table around and say, if it
Yeah.
is this other person, if it is my partner who is doing this, will I accept
How
it?
would you feel?
Shikana, that's my own. If you accept it,
Mm.
no wahala. One day you will be working in maybe you'll be working in Walmart or taking a stroll with your husband or with your wife in ShopRite in Lekki or somewhere. You that has open communication line before and you're doing it. One day, as you're working with your husband or working with your wife, your ex will jam you in that mall. Then you will see what your husband's ex will do to him in your presence. Kasala go bust. Oh, if you can't take it, don't give it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Welcome,
you
Mommy
are right.
Fechi. Mommy Fechi,
Greetings,
welcome.
Mommy
Let me see,
Fechi.
Princess Beyond Passion. On this thing you said, now let me tell you something that happened when I newly joined my husband here in Brazil. One day we were jogging. Hmm? One evening, night like this, we were jogging. We were just my husband and I were just jogging, and then my husband, one woman, one lady, a lady, just appeared from nowhere. How? Because then I don't speak the language. I don't know. I don't understand what they were saying. And then the next thing, they hugged and they
Uh-huh.
pet. Brazilians are fond of They pet on the two cheeks, and I was just standing there watching. So when they finished, he now introduced me. He now introduced me as his wife. So the lady now hugged me. We pet, and then they greeted, had one or two talk, and then she left. We continued. And I asked my husband, I said, who is she? He said, that's his ex. What? Your ex? And you even kissed her. You even did what? You said that there's no big deal there, that this is Brazil. This is how they greet. I said, but do you still have a contact? Do you guys still talk? He said, no, but they see once in a while. Maybe they meet along the road like this. I said, please, I don't want any more communication with her. Please. I don't want. This is Brazil. Let it end there. If you see, you say hi, but I wasn't comfortable. Imagine, after hugging, I felt jealous. I felt it when I discovered that it was an egg. Though nothing, but then imagine how I felt as a new, I just newly came here then. I was like, only God knows how they must. Have they been meeting? Have they been seeing before I came? A lot of thoughts were just going on in my mind. But he just told me there is nothing. They just meet along the road. Like now that he's jogging, they just exchange pleasantries, and that is all. I said, we'll leave it where it is. X is X. No more, no chatting, nothing. You don't have any business with her. I'm here now. You are not lonely. No more business, no chatting, nothing. You don't have anything with her again. He said, yes, he has said. Welcome, Mommy Fechi. Gina Zara, thank you so much. Getting it right with Olivia. Thank you so much. So you see, most times,
thank you so much, Mommy Fechi.
Yeah, dried firewood. When you bring it together with a match and a petrol, it will definitely spark up. It will catch fire. That ex who did not offend you, these two were so in love. You get, there was no problem. So getting, most times, the temptation of let's just see, there is no big deal. Let's just see. Okay, I have something for you. Or you have a problem, you call an ex, you are having issues with your husband. A lot of women do this. They have issues with their husband. They call an ex to discuss it. Even men do it. They confide in their ex on issues regarding their wives in the name of seeking counsel. That's the worst. That's the last person you should even ask for any advice.
That is not wise at all. You are bringing snake into your own home.
I'm telling you.
How are you going to drive away that snake? That is not a wise thing to do at all, because when that snake comes, you that invited the snake into the house, and you that were there, both of you will not have peace. You have brought serious problem. You see, how did they talk? Trouble they sleep, Yanga go wake up.
Yanga go wake up.
So let sleeping dogs lie. Let sleeping dogs lie. Let bygones be bygone. Right?
Okay, my neighbors said that Jennifer Lopez went back to her ex and got married to him. So some go back and it works out for them. But was she married?
Forget celebrities.
No, let's not use.
Was she married at that time?
So celebrities' lifestyle, their lifestyle, we cannot understand it. So forget them, I beg.
Yeah, we have to be careful using people's lifestyle as examples, because you don't know exactly what transpired. So you cannot say Jennifer Lopez did it, therefore Abalaomemi will do it. You cannot say because this person did it, I will do it. Everybody's relationship is unique in their own way. The way you are having your own relationship and dealing with your own partner is not the same way that another person will do it. If me, I am looking at your own relationship and be telling my Oga, can you imagine Jennifer Lopez is doing this and doing that? What is that? Is it Jennifer Lopez that is coming to rule your own house for you? You can't look at other people's home and begin to say, compare yourself or say, this person did it, therefore I will do it. No, it doesn't work that way.
But that is if they are even single. But if they are married, it's going to be very, very tempting and delicate. Because one, from minor night chatting For instance, there are some women as we speak, they are lying down now, their ex have sent hi, and they have replied, hello, what's up? How is your day going? How is your husband?
That
They
is
are
not.
lying down beside their husbands. They are exchanging chats. Is harmless at this point. But you see, it gets to a point where it will no longer be ordinary chatting. The guy will begin to go deeper into the conversation with.
We know, we all know that a matter between man and woman is not always as easy and as ordinary. Once a man begins to say hi, whether ex or whether present or whether future or whatever, that person, there is something. It cannot
that
just
the
be
person is looking
harmless.
for. Mm-hmm.
Especially if that person knows that you are already married and the person is still eyeing you and you are still eyeing that person back. Both of you are you are helloing yourself and you are hailing yourself and you are eyeing, and you are both married. You know that you are walking into trouble with your eyes open.
Yeah.
Mm,
You are
yes.
inviting trouble into your relationship. Period. Don't tell me it's harmless. Oh, it was just an innocent hello, or nothing like that. You are
Nothing like that,
inviting
too. Ah.
trouble.
You know, there are some exes who are feeding some family today. A woman whose husband, maybe she wants, there are some women who still collect money and gifts from their exes and they lie to their husband. Or there is no food at home. Pat said something. A lot of some exes are feeding some women and the husband. They are bringing money for the food they eat. They keep relying on this ex, going back to the ex for financial need or help.
Yeah. At whose
Decency
expense?
bid, welcome.
Based on what? What is the relationship? What is the business going on
Uh,
between the
anyway,
two?
you are absolutely right. When it comes to that thing that Pat said, that is why you need to. Everybody have how they want their relationship to be. When you are married, you need to tell yourself that look at how what I want my relationship to be, and pray, and God will help you. Okay, if it's temptation will come. Some men will even know that you are married. They will still tell you that they love you. On top of marrying and having kids, so they
That's
Even
will
true.
still
with
say
pregnancy.
Even with
when you
pregnancy.
tell them that you are married, they will say it doesn't matter. That if bearing ring it does not make any sense. So you know that this one is pure temptation. What do
And
you
they
do a
go,
time
Jerry.
like that? The only thing that keeps you going is knowing what you want. And anything you are doing, you may be doing it at that particular point that oh you are catching cruise, but it affects your future, which is your children. So that's
Mm,
why this is a very sensitive period. Once you're married, you have to be very sensitive, and know what you want for your family, which is your world. You are building a new world. Once you're married, you are now in another world. If you have a child or children, they are your generation. Anyhow you build that children, that is how they will grow. Is either they bring good name to your generation or they bring bad name to it. Because when people are talking about your children, they call them your own children, not your mother's children or your father's children. They will still mention your name to
mm,
it, attached to it. So any life you are living is your world. That is how you want people to see. That is how you want it to be. Temptation comes, yes, like what Pat is saying. Sometimes temptation will come that your husband does not have money, and maybe it's your ex now that
yeah.
have the money. And for you to be
Mm.
able to cope, you need to, give in. Or your ex will now put you
Some
in the
ex will
position
demand
that
for something first now. They will
thank
ask
you.
for
Your
something
ex
in
can tell you that
exchange.
okay, let's just do one. Now we have been doing before, let's do one. I will give you what you want. And then the woman, because of the situation or maybe the condition she find herself, will have to go back to it just to
Mm.
get food.
Getting it right with
So
Olivia.
you're welcome, Olivia. So it's not
Welcome,
easy.
Olivia.
It's not easy. A lot of temptation comes in marriage. A lot. A lot.
Mm.
But God is the only one that can help you, and you need to tell yourself what you want and stand on it. Do not allow anybody to push you towards doing what you know that you don't want to do. Okay, now the truth still remains that Even if you don't go back for that your ex to give you the money and anything, God can still make a way for you, a way of escape for you. That is the
Exactly.
truth.
Oh,
It might, even
Mm.
if you tell yourself that if it's only this your ex, you are not going back, let me
oh,
look for another way. God will make you will see that another way will open that will solve that problem for you. But the devil first of all bring your ex first. That
Yes.
is the first thing
As
that
the
will come
first
to your
option.
mind. Yes, as the first
Mm-hmm.
option and the easiest one. Easiest one. You be hearing highest, you be now nobody will even know that we do they do now, just to get what you want. But the truth still remains that if you resist it, God will open up another. Maybe who you did not expect self, or the business you did not expect, something like that will just come your way, just to come and solve that your
Mm.
problem. So we have
Mm.
to be very, 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 very careful with your friends, especially people you surround yourself with matters a lot. People that advise you matters a lot. So I used to say
Thank
that
you
if you
so
want to
much.
move forward, go far in marriage, you work with people that are successful, people that knows more than you, people that are doing well, people you want to be like, because they cannot give you a wrong advice. They will always be there to encourage you and give you the right advice. So choosing your friends is very, very important too, especially when you are married, because the
Mm.
temptation not be here.
No be here. Thank you, be
Not be
yourself.
here.
Nike, welcome Nike K World. Welcome Nike. I appreciate you. And Mommy Tishi Boss, welcome. Thank you everyone in the chat. Let's hear from we have somebody in here, Olivia. Olivia, let's hear from you.
Okay, sis.
Olivia.
There shouldn't be anything like S when one is married. For me, if one is still thinking about S, that means you still have a kind of feeling or something for a person. The only time you should remember your ex, maybe when you are discussing something, you can remember and say, "Oh, my ex used to do this," but like remembering the guy every now and then, that means there's still something you're not seeing. And if you still want the person back, you want both of you to have business and whatever together, my darling, it won't work. Oh. Something must lead to something.
okay.
One day, something must lead to something. You can't help it. It's natural. You can't, in fact, you will, after doing it, you will come back and start confessing and say, "Yeah, sorry, you don't even know how it happened." So instead of you to find yourself in that kind of situation, it's better you avoid it. There shouldn't be anything like S when one is married. You should focus on your marriage.
Let me ask
Forget
you,
about
Olivia.
it.
Let let me
Okay.
ask you and everyone here, what if there's a very serious situation that needs, I mean, that is begging for urgent answer, urgent solution, and the only person you can actually think about at this point in time is your ex that can run to your rescue? You have not been in touch, but something came up and it needs urgent solution. Your ex is the only one that came to mind, and the only one you know, because you know him too well. You know that if you run to him, he will definitely answer you. If that ex happens to be the only one, what would you do in this situation?
Spice,
Mm.
your ex cannot be the only one. Like I said before, the devil will first of all bring your ex to your mind. That look at this your ex, so he has money, he can help you and all those. The truth still remains
Some
that
of the
without
ex
your
are
ex, you
mean,
can
sef.
live
They
your
are
life.
mean. Some
Eh?
of them are mean. Some of them are very mean. You will run to him to get that favor and he will say,
They
"Oh yeah,
want
do
to get
this."
what they want. And if
I'm
it's like
telling you, they
now,
will just
now
give
that
you
they are
that thing
very
you want.
wicked now, they are very
They
wicked now.
won't.
They
They
can
must
even
find
video
a
you
way to
without
lure you
knowing.
into what you don't want to do. They must find
Hmm.
a way. So your ex can be, for me, I don't see it being possible as in for someone's ex to be the only option in that particular situation. There must be somebody. There must be someone
Exactly.
else.
Mm.
But
But
what
But
about
okay,
in terms
Olivia,
of
let's say in that
business?
situation,
my own
which
let's say
is
in
What
that
of
which
in
which
terms
situation,
of
yeye
business?
business? Which business is that? Do you know that now they used to blackmail people now? Do
to
you know that your ex,
but
if
let's
he
say
is begging you and saying, okay, let's meet even if it's once, and you are refusing, any day that you go there, he can video that intercourse that the two of you have and use it to be blackmailing you with your husband. And because you don't want your marriage to be destroyed, you will not become his slave. Do you know that one?
Mm.
So the truth is, guys, don't give in to something you know that can cause issues. Social media has caused a lot of problems. There are a lot of people, a lot of women, especially here that in this lake, a lot of women are being subjected to one small boys because of the video they have about her, that they are willing to show their husband, the lady's husband. You will see the lady will now become a subject to them because she does not want her marriage to fail. You know, so you have to be very careful. This social media sometimes has even made it very worse. It has made it worse because you can go in there, you
Yes.
don't know
See,
that the person has fixed camera one place, and to you it's just a normal thing, nothing is in your mind. You don't know that this person has gone extra mile to pin you down, so that next time when he calls you, you will not be able to tell him no because he has a
Mm.
video that two of you did they do. Do you understand? At that point now, it's not as if you will now find yourself always going back to him. It's not as if because it's not because you want to do it, but because this guy has a video of you and him, and you don't want him to show your family, you don't want him to expose you to the world. So our people used to say that onye mmiri hụrụ ọkpa ya ka ọ na-eri. If
Nah.
water cannot carry you when you don't go to the beach or you don't go to the stream where the water will see your leg
Yes.
before the water carry you. So you have to be very, very careful. Which kind of nonsense business is that one?
but Sister
Because somebody
Wadia,
was.
there's another situation. Let's say there is another way that you can actually run for that guy for favor. For me, if the guy is not in the same country with me, I can run to him for the favor if it happens that he's the only one that can help me for that favor. But I'll make sure he's not in the same country with me. Did you get? He's only on phone. He's only on
The
phone
guy
that he
can
can.
come back. There is power in spoken.
Well,
Do you
well,
know that
see,
this phone is powerful? Oh, phone is powerful.
it's not just
Do
the
you know that?
physical thing.
Let,
Online.
let,
Yeah.
Online.
see, I want to say something here.
Yes, ma'am.
Whether he is in the same country or whether he is anywhere, the world has become a global village. Do you know where I am? And all of us are talking. Be yourself is in one end of the world. Um, Omadia is in another place. I mean, we all are in different places. We are not all in one place.
That's true.
Technology technology has advanced way beyond this thing that we're talking about.
Maybe after the favor, you
Exactly.
can block the person all around
That's
in all
one.
your social media
No, no.
handles. You
Number
block the
two,
person.
Name is not possible,
wait, oh,
Olivia. It's
wait,
not possible.
let me finish. Let me finish before I lose my train of thought.
Welcome AE29.
Number
Welcome
two,
AE29 and everyone here. Thank you so much.
you are saying that you could not you will you could if the person is not in the same country with you, right? Okay. You are talking
Yeah.
on phone. You do video calls. Do you know that it is not only when you are together that you can have intimacy? Do you know? Do you know
Absolutely.
Yeah,
that
I know.
the person
Yeah.
can be in one end of the world and you will be in another end of the world, and intimacy can happen, and the person can still use that intimacy, can still record it, can still use it against you? Do you know that?
Hmm.
Yeah, I know. But
Don't know that.
why I talked about that one is
Then
that I believe when it comes to that type, you can handle it than face to face. You can handle it, except if you want it to happen. Like you can control that one. If the person is chatting, you can block the person. You can do as if you're not seeing the message. Do you know? As if you get, you can maneuver it. But when it comes to face,
man
I don't
maneuver
think.
it, you can maneuver it, but you are the person is hearing your voice, you are talking, it's recorded. And what are we saying? You can maneuver what are you maneuvering?
There is nothing to maneuver. Oh, ha.
You are
Do you know
talking to
that? Do you know that you
is
can be
it only
talking with the
picture?
person? The person, somebody can
Is
screen
it only
record
by
or
picture? Is it
screen
only by
record what you
video?
are saying.
Can they not
You
record
may
what
be
you're saying? Can they not play it out?
yes. You may
Exactly.
be
They
talking
can
with
even
somebody. You don't know that
Photoshop.
the person is
See,
recording what you are
they
saying.
can even Photoshop you. They can even
Thank
Photoshop
you.
you.
And it's an
Take another
evidence.
person's body and put your face on top of that body, and your face is all over the world.
Hi.
Yeah, they can cut
People are
out your
terrible
face from
though.
your Facebook or cut out your face from your Instagram and cut it and paste it on another person's body and say it is you and put your voice there. Don't you know?
It's true. I know they do it.
Exactly. Then there's one thing, oh, if I'm going back to the question that Omadia had asked,
Mm.
suppose the person has a problem or a challenge or something comes up, and the only person you are thinking of is your ex.
Mm.
People have said that the only person you are thinking of cannot be your ex alone, because that thing that God has given your ex, that you are now thinking of your ex, somebody else has it. Why are you thinking of your ex in the first place? That's one. My people used to say, the food that you cannot eat, don't look at it.
Don't smell it with your
Don't
nose.
Exactly.
even smell it, because
Exactly.
temptation will come. Then number two, you see that person that you're saying you want to go and ask favor from. It might be 60 years time, oh, the devil will go and wait for you at that junction. In the next
Mm.
75 years, the person will bring that person at that junction, and the person will have to ask you to a favor. When the person asks you
Mm.
to a favor, how are you going to say no when the person has
Exactly.
already done you a favor before? You see, when
Mm-hmm.
we're doing this, is we should be thinking, oh, because
You think far, oh, think
not
far.
now. It's not now. It is later.
Welcome, Cost Rep. Cost Rep, welcome. Thank you so much for joining.
Welcome, cost
Welcome.
rep.
We have Cost Rep here. Maybe he will come and give us his own analysis on this too. I'm listening to you, Princess Beyond Fashion, ma'am.
Cost reps, you're welcome. So
Construct work.
it is not now we are looking at, because all the attacker, it won't be long. 60
Exactly.
years, 60 years is not long though. This is what I'm saying. 75 years is not long. We are the ones who are just looking at it that, oh, how old was my mother when I became sensible to know her? How old is she now? It's not far. It's like yesterday. Oh, you understand?
Yeah.
So if you're saying, oh, there's a challenge, okay, the only person I know that will help me, oh, is my ex. Wait, oh.
Because usually, Princess Beyond Fashion, why I raised that?
Yeah,
Usually, because the relationship ended not in a terrible way. I mean,
yes,
they were friends just easily. So it's gonna be easier to
mhm,
want to get favor from the ex than
yes,
another person. Let's say if it's a financial thing, if you want to meet another person now, let's say you need 100,000 now.
mhm,
Another person might say he or she doesn't have, but
mhm,
knowing that your ex have, you will just say, okay, let me ask him. He wouldn't even ask me to return the money to him.
yes,
That is why
yes,
I
Yeah.
mentioned this. That what about that
yes, yes.
situation?
It happens. It happens, my dear. It happens.
Yeah, it
And
does.
people usually say, oh, let me go and do, let me go and collect. But what I am saying is, before you can do such a thing, you have to think. Now it is today that I am the one seeking this favor from this person. Anytime you want to ask anybody for favor, remember that that person can also ask you for favor.
Wham.
And if you ask
Return.
for favor and the person does you that favor, time will come when the person will also ask you a favor. Will you be able to return the favor?
Exactly.
Wham. Hmm. Rosie Kedge. Welcome, Rosie Kedge. Thank you
I
so
just
much
saw
for
my
joining.
own.
Guys, don't forget to thumbs up the stream, please. Thumbs up as we are coming in, please.
I totally agree
Wow.
with you, Princess Mom. I totally agree with you. In fact, that is why I ran away from my own. I said, I'm not doing. He said, come and collect it. I said, I don't want gift. Hold it. Because I
Exactly.
was
Then,
thinking at that point, in fact, the point they did that thing happen. Said, my husband had not me that money.
then,
And after I finished talking with this guy, I started comparing in my mind, though, the both of them. Seriously. I was like, this guy does not talk to me that way. He doesn't look at my husband talk to me, and I'm so angry. I started comparing. But I had to tell myself that this is not what I want. This is not the type of life I want to live. So a lot of temptation comes with
Exactly.
that kind of thing. There is nothing, even if the person at that point you feel, oh, there's nothing there. I'm telling you, one day that your husband will annoy you like that, you will go back to him. And any day you
Hmm.
go back to
Or
him,
you feel like
that is the
talking to the
beginning of your
ex.
issues. Thank you.
Or
And
you
your
feel
ex
like
might come and
talking to
start
the
telling
ex.
you, I'm here for you, always talk to me. like what Princess
Eh,
Mom is saying now. Anything you are doing, think about it before you take actions. Don't take action first before you come and start regretting. It might be it might be a not so smooth decision for you at that point, but it will worth it with time. I'm telling you.
yes.
So the best thing for you is to think. If you want to do you a favor, think about when he's coming back for that favor. And maybe when he will even ask his own favor now, he will set you up. He will set you up. So he will give you public disgrace. You see a lot of people
Mm.
coming to bring out videos of people they have encounter with online. Is that one not public embarrassment and public disgrace? And
Mm.
some of your ex sef that are not happy with you, they want to destroy your home. They can go as far as recording both of you, take it out there so that they will just disgrace you publicly. You might not know that they are the one that did it, and you will run back to them. It's very dicey,
Please,
all
I
the
want to ask
risky,
you a question.
all the risky.
Cosrep, Cosrep, let's hear from Cosrep. Let's
Welcome,
hear from the
Cosref.
man in our midst here.
Uh,
Our
uh,
love.
good evening from here. I say
Good
good
Thunder
evening.
evening.
Scorpion,
Good evening,
Good,
1 minute.
minute. Thunder Scorpion, welcome. Cornelius, welcome. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Let's hear from Cosrep.
good. I say good evening. Good morning. English will not kill me. I'm confused with even time. It it's almost 12 a.m. here.
Yeah.
Very late. So
Really?
that's why I'm not showing
Twelve
Wow.
my
ten.
face. Yes.
Should be
Um.
12:10 a.m.
Yeah. 12, sorry, 12:10 here.
Yeah.
So I really want to socially, first of all, greet all of you. Good evening, host. Good evening, co-host, and
Good evening.
thank all of you today
Good evening, Cosref.
Good
for your
evening.
support. I am very proud to announce that live stream has gotten up nothing less than 2.2k views now, and I know before morning it will
Wow.
go up. Yes.
Congratulations.
Wow.
So
Congratulations.
yeah, so
Congrats.
I'm so grateful, and for my sister Nemuzo, the name is just stuck in my head. I know you are here. I'm grateful, my sister. Then let's come to the topic for Princess. Princess, now my personal person now. If not be distance, let me reserve my comment. Anyway,
So,
it's well. The thing is that S is S. Please, let's get it right. Anything S is S. Anything else is S. If una two settle well, una two did not quarrel, you just separated. S is S. We should be very mindful and careful. You can. I have not told us this part of the story, but let me tell us now. The one that left me on Monday and got married on Friday, Saturday, started calling me 2 months after our wedding to come and take. What am I coming to take? You understand? That was when she now knew that the person she got married to was not even this, was in different state. Okay, now she's not calling me, come and take. This time I'll be the one to food the bee. I want to stay with you for weekend. You are married now, my sister. I had to
It's
block my
not
line
you.
and change a phone. So you never can
Wow.
tell this. Yes, I've not said it, but that's the truth. I've not talked the truth to that extent. So S is considered as an S, no matter how you see it.
there's a
Even
reason.
if you guys did not quarrel, a day will come. Like my friend will always say, that place when trailer don't pass before, the day is to pass them again without looking back. You never can be
Yes.
dozing and still pass that road without knowing. Paraventure, like be yourself said, you and your husband get issue. You just say, let me go and tell him what is going on. You just okay, rest your head in my shoulder. Now from rest to Ogu, you have entered.
So,
Mm.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we should be mindful. Like experience today was trying to, at least I am not saying he's lying because it's personal choice, personal experience, like his
Yes.
name is. But for experience was very lucky. Let me use that one. Paraventure, because paraventure the girl was maybe cajoled. English will not kill me. Because the girl was cajoled into marrying the pastor. Paraventure, you never can tell if the girl still had feelings for experience as at that time. So you see, experience was just being open and thinking that everything was fine. Paraventure, it was for him, but for the lady, was it like
Mm.
a Oyoyo act? Paraventure might not be same for the girl. So we have to be very cautious. Even if two of you did not quarrel, S is an S. What made him or her not marry you? What made him or her leave you in the first place? These are
Mm.
things you should consider. We should not take it by chance or by play and say, no, it's my ex. We didn't quarrel. While we were together, we didn't quarrel. You have separated, you have separated. If you know you were together, why did you separate in the long run? That should
Exactly.
be a punch of worry for you. Because if your husband, like be
Mm.
yourself said, if your husband quarrel with you now, you will go there and you have a shoulder to lean on. That shoulder will lean on. Peradventure, both of you will sleep in the same bed. Or
Exactly.
are
Mm.
we not saying the same thing? So if you are doing things and you feel because both of you were in good terms, both of you did not quarrel, is that the bottom line? That is for you. What about the person you are doing it with? Is he or she thinking the same way you are thinking?
Exactly.
That should be your
Exactly.
thinking methodology. English will not kill me.
Yeah.
English will not kill me. That should be your thinking process so that you don't fall into that trap. Peradventure, the person in question wants you back. And there's a room
Yeah.
for him or her to blackmail you, of which you cannot deny. You can't. If you are lucky, peradventure, maybe if it's not original picture, but it will take time. Your name would have been dented by that time. English. You understand me?
Conference.
Would have had
Constance,
Conference.
can I ask
Nebuzo
you a
said
question?
something. She
okay.
said, I beg to differ. If the person was good to me, just that it didn't work out, I won't totally block you. If you are sure of yourself, it shouldn't be a problem.
Okay.
Ekpale,
Nemuzo.
welcome, Ekpale, Eba.
I disagree with you,
Eba,
Nemuzo.
welcome.
Nemuzo.
I
Nemuzo.
disagree.
Nemuzo, I disagree with
I
you.
disagree. I disagree
You
with
know
you.
your own mind. You don't know the mind of the next
Of
person.
the
Princess.
person, thank you. You don't know what the
You
person
know
is having
what you
in
are
mind.
thinking. You are sure of yourself.
You are sure
You
of
don't know
yourself.
about the other person.
Can you be
Do
sure of
you
two persons?
understand? I'm sure of myself.
You are sure of
What is
yourself.
the other person thinking? Do you know?
Do
Do you
you
know what
know?
the other person is thinking? All
How
these
can you
people
be?
that are doing blackmail. Wait,
Uh,
let me ask you a question.
ask
Have
her.
they ever
Exactly.
called somebody and say, "Come, let me blackmail you. Come and do this thing. I want to
No,
take
no.
it so that I can use it to blackmail you in future." Do they give
Mm,
notice? Shabi, you will do your own according to your own mind because your mind is clean towards whatever you're going for, right?
Yes.
exactly. Yeah.
The other person has ulterior motives.
But
Mm,
does this mean that
And
there is
the
no
other
good
person
S out there
is
who can assist without asking for anything in return?
Gift. Yeah, man,
We,
mm.
do,
getting
we don't
I
know
Olivia.
don't know
any.
about that one, though. I don't know
Olivia.
about that
I
one.
don't know
Really.
any.
Olivia.
Personally, I
Olivia.
don't know.
Wait now.
now
See.
I
let
don't know
me
any.
let me
Olivia.
let me put another twist.
Olivia.
If you
Olivia.
have an ex and that's your ex,
But
you have a child, like someone was saying in the chat. You have
Yeah.
what if you have a child with
That
that
one
person?
is different now.
That is a
That
different
one is
thing.
another different. It's not easy to cut
Are
off like that
you?
You have a
because of the
bond.
baby.
There's
You
a
already
bond.
have a bond.
You already have a
And
bond. It's different.
whatever is bringing the two of you together is that child
Is
that is
that
bringing
child?
the two of you
Yeah.
together. And in such
Anything.
a case, there has to
Anything
be
apart from
an
that child, it
arrangement.
doesn't concern him or concern you. It's the child that is bringing both of you together. It's a
In
different ball game.
such a case, there has to be an arrangement because whatever made the two of you call each other ex means something happened to sever that relationship. So now the relationship has been severed,
Mm-hmm.
but you have a child. There is nothing that would have ordinarily bring the two of you together again if it's not for that child, right? So whatever it is that you are doing together now is because of the child. It's not because you want to have something with your ex is the
Have you
reason
not
why.
heard of Two Faces issue some months ago? He was seen with the first baby mama. The wife was angry that he was still seeing the first baby mama. People told her, no, you don't have the right because they have a kid, they have a child together. If you have a child
Yes.
with him, it's a different ball game entirely. But
Exactly.
please, if you don't have a child with the person, your intention might be different from the person's intention. Eh,
Exactly.
Ofumbia konabia, ofumbia, just once. So you have to be very cautious. When you start remembering what he used to do to you, like the other one said, please, I miss you. I know I'm married now. Come, let's stay for the weekend. You are married. You are calling your ex-boyfriend to come and take. Take waiting. She did not even hide it.
Then you left me and married somebody after I've spent a week and 4 days in the hospital on your matter. So you see, not yes, now we all know ourselves. We don't know the next person by our corner. So don't just come and say you differ. I beg to differ. You differ based on because you know your personality. The person you are differing for, do you know the person? You have to be very, very cautious. You have to be very, very wise. All of us, nobody is saying we are not good, but please let's be cautious. Many things happen. You might not even know. This black me. It was people's free mind that got them into that mess.
Exactly.
That's true.
Exactly, Godfrey.
Like
You're right.
princess said, nobody will tell you, come, I want to blackmail you, and you zuzu and you will go. It was
But they
something that
tell
they
you.
told you that lured you or that brought you closer. Then they nab you. These are common things we can see everywhere. Let's not be carried away. Your mind is very open. Congratulations, thank God. The person you are doing something with, Unko, is the mind of the person open? Is the mind of the girl, the boy, is he open? Please, S. That's why it is called S. S is S. Please leave it as S. I know I'm saying you from experience.
You're right, Godfrey. You're right.
I don't say no talk.
Experience.
Don't be ignorant.
Don't be.
Don't just take it as a normal thing.
It's not
Especially
normal.
when you are married.
It's not normal.
Because most times, people don't get over relationship completely. People don't get over relationship completely. And maybe, like I said, something happened and just made them, made them part ways, or distance separated them. That feeling is still inside. It's not every relationship that ended with quarrel or fight. There are some relationships that distance separated two people, or situations separated them. But when they now find opportunity to come back together, that their feeling is being ignited all over. So that's how you may tell yourself you've gotten over the feeling. But when you find yourself in same room locked, that is how you're going to know. If peradventure you find yourself locked up in the same room with that ex, are you sure nothing can happen? Nothing is going to happen. This ex that you never had any issue with, that you are now
You
married.
cannot be sure.
Exactly.
You cannot be sure.
Cornelius, my husband,
If
you are saying you
once
don't
you see
mind.
himself,
Me, your wife, I mind though. You cannot keep
It's
any
not
close
possible
contact
for
with
both
any
of them
ex.
to be
it's
in the
not
same
to.
room, locked room, and nothing will happen.
It's
This
not
goes.
to. In fact,
Rose,
sometimes
you
only
people
that you
should
have seen him,
you people should hold
only
on.
that you see him again, the feelings will come.
I bet leave our husband. Leave our husband. Our husband is not like that. Leave him. Let him have. But
Let me not catch you peg that woman again. No, you not peg her again. Or that lady.
please. I see reasons with the oath. Oath, please, protect your territory. S to be left there.
Yes, so
I am
Don't take her.
saying, I am making this publicly now. You are not going to peg her again if you see her anywhere along the road. You will not peg her again. I don't keep any contact with my ex. You will not keep any close contact with any existing. Before person
I'm
thing
telling
go turn another person.
I'm telling
I am
you.
not smiling.
You have to be very cautious. You have to be very,
I
very
dey tell
cautious.
you, somebody has to be very careful.
A wise
I
person
told
will
my
listen
husband,
to
I said,
his or her partner.
anybody that will come and
Yes,
call
now.
you a good person and call me a bad person, the person cannot be your friend. Be it a man or a woman. If you want to be friends
Yes.
with my husband, you must be friends with me. You must like me. If you don't like me, Kuma hate two of us. You cannot come and tell me that you're my husband friend and you're not my friend. It's not possible now.
She doesn't like, but she likes her
Nemuzo is
husband.
saying
She's not
something.
Can you imagine?
Nemuzo is saying something. Nemuzo, I understand how you feel. Sincerely speaking, I can get your personality. But Nemuzo, do you know that you can only vouch for yourself to an extent, sir? You cannot vouch for yourself 100%. You cannot even trust you. You can't even
You
trust yourself.
cannot trust yourself 100%
You
because there
can't.
are situations that
You
you
can't
will
trust
be in.
yourself
You don't know how
100%.
you're going to react in such a
Talk more
situation.
of trusting somebody else. It's a suicide mission, my sister. Don't say it. Very, very wrong. Very, very on a long thing. You cannot even trust your own self 100%. You are talking about a friend who you don't even stay with or know his intention or intention. We just have to be cautious. These things is boils down to being cautious or cautious. English will not kill me. It boils down to be cautious.
You are trying, my brother. You are trying.
English is making me go mad. I don't understand. What is it making me feel big grammar? So that's the thing. We have to be very, very open. If, for example, you have a machine that you can use in shaking the person's heart, you will know by then. There is no machine, my brother, my sister. There is no machine.
Yeah.
Because you cannot tell me, for example, now I have somebody like Judy Austin, for example, and I now have issue with my wife. I now meet her in a bar. We now drink.
With Judy.
No, I'm not. I'm
Now,
giving an example.
Judy Malama wine. Forget. Judy fine. Leave say she fuck up. She fine.
Not be say shoe bed. If Judy tell me say cost rep take, I'm not going to even take her twice. I'm being open to you. She's okay. She's my spec. I'm telling you the truth from the heart.
29. Thank you so much for this super chat.
Judy is a very beautiful woman. No, she fine. Well, she packaged.
AE29. Thank you very much. So what I'm saying is that if, for example, now he now goes to drink in a bar and sees that his plumpy, chubby ex-girlfriend that gives him a shoulder to lean on, and you will tell me that there's something that can make him not go again. Nemuzo, not my fault. The girl body, the amount the body made them move me. Makachuku, I'm not lying. The girl do.
Judy package. Judy fine. No more colleagues say she do what you will not like. She fine. I like her personality, even because she do what she do.
Whether we like it or not, Odogu has collected his thing and she's a legal wife. As Cosrep was saying that they did the Cosrep is not
Judy she carry front, she carry back, she package.
She's a legal wife, whether we like it or not. Judy is the legal wife. She's Odogu's wife, whether we like it or not. She remains the wife until the day they return her to her father's house.
She's not.
Why?
That relationship, if it crash very soon, it no go last.
She's not.
You think she's not a wife? She has been married traditionally.
No, it no go last.
Wait now, be yourself. Let me correct this impression. Who and who do you hear went with him to pay the bride price as an Igbo woman that you are?
Let me tell you the Igbo culture.
Wait now.
Somebody can be abroad. Somebody can be abroad and just send money. They will use the money to do everything on the girl's head and they marry her legally.
Without the father and the mother being present.
See, Cosred, husband and couples have met abroad and they got married by just sending money. They just send money home and they use the money to perform all the rites.
To who?
Oh, dear. Do you know why this their marriage is lasting small? Why their marriage is lasting small now is because she gave birth to a baby boy. That is the truth. And even a girl she born. They for no at the day they for not go do something for her head, sir.
But he don't do something for her head, Abi. He don't do small thing for her head.
On the host.
They don't do small thing for her head, Abi.
Host, if you can hear me clearly. I don't know which party, which person you are supporting or where you are. As an Igbo man that I am, if he went to Judy's family's house alone, that marriage is considered useless. Quote me anywhere. If you like, take it. I'm not here to argue with you. Listen. If you like, take. Don't take. If you Edochie went to that family house of Judy Austin alone, without at least the father elder brother or the father younger brother, that marriage is considered non-void. Ask any Igbo
man. How are we sure? How are we sure he didn't go there?
Umunna did not follow him, even Umunna.
Oh God, listen.
What Cosgrave said is true.
I don't know.
I totally agree with you.
I don't know if you know what they call Munna, because we are
Umunna. At least one person from Umunna is supposed to follow you.
One person
Umunna is strong,
very strong,
The question I'm still asking. How are we sure nobody went with Julie Edochie? How are we sure?
Nobody went. He did backyard something.
I'm trying to tell you now that nobody went with him. We have not seen anybody who said, I went with him.
Verified. Verified.
How else are we going to verify? How else? Please tell us how we'll verify. Let us verify.
What if they didn't take picture and those people don't want to be dragged into the mess? They don't want to be dragged that they followed Julie Edochie secretly to go and marry a wife.
They cannot marry somebody backyard marriage.
Jesus Christ.
They cannot marry somebody backyard marriage.
They have parlor marriage. They have parlor marriage.
They
What are you
follow
saying?
marriage, and it's the only
Follow
his
marriage
mother,
without
is
parents.
still alive. He has brothers.
Lord of our backup. Are you the one
So
saying this?
even one person did not go with him. There is
God.
an error.
I'm not expecting this thing for
You
you. You try to
understand? It's a
argue.
very big error.
That
Follow
one,
marriage,
it
not
can be
with
called
parents.
marriage. That one is not yet marriage.
Yeah,
So long
backyard
as
marriage.
he went there to her family and paid the bride price, and the family of this girl accepted the bride price, Judy remains a wife. Judy
It's what?
remains a wife.
Do you
It's
know
what?
that Judy don't strong past her parents? Do you understand? Judy is married with, she has been married with 2 children before. So
She know
she's,
no.
do you know
Tell
that
her.
kind of child that is doing anything she likes?
Tell her.
Even if the parents now come and tell her, nne, this money we won't collect is not good and all that. Judy has become that kind of a child that the parents don't have control over anymore.
How did
So she
this
does
lover
what she wants,
found
how
out
she
that
wants
they
to do.
went to pay bride price on how did he find out? That means somebody must be there. Somebody followed you
Who
allegedly.
is the
Maybe
person that
an
followed?
actress, now fellow actor now, maybe
What are you
fellow
saying?
actor follow
Why
am
you
go.
arguing? Why you dey argue? Person can follow him, yes.
See,
Who is the person that followed you?
until it is proven Judy remains a wife, until it is proven that they
Mm.
didn't pay bride price on Judy's head, she
Eh?
No,
remains a wife. That's what I'm saying.
bride price. If it's bride price, they paid. They
Okay,
paid.
Ah,
has the parents come out?
They paid.
Have Judy's parents came out to say, oh, that the Yule Doche didn't come to marry their wife, or the siblings? Has any of them come out from the
eh?
They
family
paid
to say
bride
that
price. If it's
this
that one,
girl
they
is
paid.
not his daughter, I
They
mean
can't be
wife?
sure to come out to say such.
Lord
They
of
can't
our
come outside
backup.
to say such now.
Ah, no, this
Why?
no.
All
Os,
I'm
os,
saying is that
os,
marriage will not, it will not
os,
last. Their marriage
os.
will not last
You
because
swear, you
everything
swear.
is shaking, no foundation.
Let's leave it.
Until then, until that time when the marriage dissolved, at least she still remains a wife. That's all I'm saying.
Eh?
Eh,
Eh?
For now,
she's
yes.
still a wife, a
Okay.
very beautiful wife. Munye Ojogu, that's what she is.
Eh?
Eh? Until
Okay.
they return her bride price, she's still a wife. Munye Ojogu.
I see her. I see her. I agree.
And the lady self get sweet mouth. Look at the kind of name she dey call Yul.
Nah, imagine.
Odogu
Tell me who will
Odogu
not
this
marry
her.
her. Cornelius
Na the
said,
lady
it's just that
up
it seems things
packaging.
have really changed. I wonder why it is difficult for them to be good friends without without second intentions.
Yes.
Oh, it may
You
be going to
no.
eh?
You know what? You know what? The intentions can you can verify just your own personal intention. You yourself can verify your own because it's yours. It's you. But the problem lies with the person you are doing anything with. Can you verify the person's own? I give an example of a club I went to for yesterday. This particular girl just walked in. Big men were there. She just came and said, "Let's dance." People were saying, They were saying it in Spanish. You that is a small boy. Look at who you are dancing with. This lady is bigger than me. But she said, "Come, let's dance. I want to dance with you." I don't even know her. What am I trying to say? The intention of her might be different from what I saw her. Hello,
Yes.
hola, hola, and she passed. Her intention was to dance with me. My intention was not even there. Do you get the logic? So your intention might be pure, but the person you are doing it with, what is his or her intention? It's what we should
And
consider.
eventually, idea may even if he doesn't have any bad intention today. What if tomorrow ideas begin to come to the person's
No,
head?
see what happened now. We now started dancing now. Before I was surprised, she was not the one asking me, "What is your name? Where are you from?" Do you get the logic? So you don't know the intention of this person. You only know your own intention. We should be very, very careful. Some will come with business, like one of my friend, Chapo. He said the friend came with business and he seated with the guy for 10 years. Oh, you was there, he had everything. So if you think that all S are very innocent, you're on a long thing. On a long thing. That's the truth. Because you cannot verify
Oyoyo's
the
word,
person.
welcome,
Thank you,
Oyoyo's
sis.
word.
You're welcome. Good
Cos
morning.
rep, I jumped in
You're
because of
welcome.
what you said. You said you don't. The lady was bigger than you. Don't know what the lady was looking for, and you want me to tell you?
Wait, I don't understand. Please,
What do you mean you don't understand? You
wait, now
don't see
calm
young
down.
Bobo now.
Please,
We go do the job well.
please.
You don't
I'm
see
only
American
trying.
Bobo.
I am only trying to prove a point.
Okay.
I'm a man. I have dated bigger girls than her. I'm only trying to prove a point. I've dated bigger girls than her. So it's not my first time, but I'm only trying to tell you this is what happened. My intention wasn't to dance with her. I only greeted Ola. She greeted Ola. She sat down. She came and said, "Come, let's dance." All I'm saying is that her intention was to dance with me, but my intention was just to greet her and pass. You understand? So you can talk about
Yeah.
your own intention, but your partner or the person you are doing things, you don't know his or her heart. So that means you should be very careful. I have had cases whereby, yes, we now set up the woman or the man, and it becomes a problem for the new couple, for the new marriage.
These are
Yeah.
people, These are
Yeah.
people called Indiana on the Black of America. Sometimes you see how the so empty. How can you come in the middle of the road and park your vehicle? Sorry, ladies and
Ewu.
gentlemen, please.
No
Oyoyo.
best,
Onye
yo yo.
onye ka ya dị ya na-anọ?
Oyoyo. That one don't
So
go.
they do that
Oyoyo,
all
who
the
is
time.
looking for your trouble there?
Don't mind. I don't look for another way. Come on. That's how people, belittling themselves. They will be using them as subject of discussion. Anyway, this point we've overflogged this point today, but it's a good thing that we are still talking about it because
Yeah.
I don't know what the ex forgot that he wants to come and collect
Help me
or
ask
she
them.
wants to go and collect.
Help me ask them.
If
Ask them.
that chick or that man was so important to your life, you could have, made up your mind on time.
Oyoyo, something happened. What if something happened? Let's say this, knowing your genotype, that you love this guy so much, then eventually you discover that when it comes to genotype, you guys you don't match. So that was the reason why you parted ways.
So
Okay.
That is
genotype, and then you want to continue on what basis now?
okay. Ask it.
Because
On
you know
what
you're not
genotype?
gonna have children with him again or with her.
Then when you guys move on with different partners, that should be forward ever, backward never.
Backward never.
You are remembering the good old days, how good the gola was, how good it was in the bedroom there.
Make una no put me in that temptation, no.
Oh my dear, I don't even understand this. She just she want to scatter the table.
She has scattered it
She has
already.
broken.
Which good
She has
old days?
broken.
In the
Which
She
morning,
has broken all my
in
tables
the
leg
morning
here.
during
This
course reps, we were shocked. It was most of the things we heard from
What
that.
if it was too good?
what is
We
good?
were shocked. I
What
wonder
is
what
good?
kind
Oh
of
my
money,
dear.
what kind
one
of
day.
money the person will give you, or what kind of
I dey
donation
tell
the
you.
person will give you.
No,
Unless
that lady.
if you're not into that marriage with all your
Yes,
two legs
that
inside the
lady.
house.
That lady. I felt it was because of her pain. And if you hear her story, you will cry. It's not joke. She has suffered. It's the internal damage, the emotional damage. English is not easy. The
See,
emotional breakdown.
cost rep, you're talking about that particular thing, the internal damage, the emotional damage.
Yeah.
People can get help. If you need help, and mental health is very important.
Yes,
People should get help
she's seeing a therapist now. Yes,
Okay.
yes, she's on it.
because you can't continue
Hmm.
to go that way. Every small thing you see, you're going to
Over
personalize it,
almost
and it's going
7
to affect you.
miscarriages, 3 marriages, 3 children from
Hi.
3 different men. What are you saying? You know where she's coming from? If you hear her story, you
Ah,
cry. Almost 7
people are
miscarriages
going through a lot.
with 3
People are going
children
through a lot.
from 3 different men, from 3 different marriages, 3 different.
Hey.
Are you? Father, parent, mother,
That one
everybody started
passed
talking
milk.
ill about her. So you see where she's coming from. You don't know, you
See,
have not heard her story.
if you do the first one, the second one, by the time you come out from the second one, anything that happens again is your fault. That's how people will look at you. Because how
But
come if you start
the
the
last
first one,
one,
you did one? The second,
for her that she felt she would have solace was a pastor. And then leave matter. If you hear story, you go no. So no, I know where she's coming from. The last one she felt was to console her was a pastor. The pastor even came and did worse. So
okay, you see what you just said, cost rep, that came
yeah.
to console her. We keep talking on social media. We keep talking on this Y2 street. If you haven't healed from a previous relationship, do not jump into another
Don't get into
one.
another one.
It's still going
Princess
to be
Beyond
messy.
Fashion dropped again. See, Princess Beyond Passion, you
Make
dropped
sure you
again.
heal. You heal from your old emotional trauma before you get into another one. And if you want to heal, it's not in the arms of a stranger that you're going to get that healing. Get healing
You're right,
medically.
Oyi.
And
Get
why do
healing
you
from
think
your
that the
family.
pastor will
Get
give
healing from
her
God personally.
No,
peace of mind or
Oyoyo,
whatever?
she felt
Pastor
yes,
is still a human being.
yes, Oyoyo,
He's
she
still a
felt
human
being a
being with
pastor. She felt being
water
a
and
pastor.
blood.
She was at least secure to an extent. Now, because the man came with like an angel for what? If you hear a story, I say I hear story, I begin to tell her sorry. Which is it don't pass, but I was telling her sorry. My own story was even like learning. Yes, she is. Don't be joke. So she's bitter. She's hot. That love
Chai.
Jane you saw today. She's just 41. I'll be 42 years old. But if you see what she has passed through, and moreover,
Do you know some of
she
the
was there
reason why
working.
people?
I'm coming. She was there working in the bank, and people saw her like what she did in the bank is what is following her. Nothing they did not say, even close family relations. You can imagine what they see, how they see banker those days in Nigeria. Do you remember those settings? How they take banker, a woman banker, a female banker who rose to the position of a manager or let's say head of operations, ATM and everything, who has position. Do you know what they see them as? Can you remember?
They don't see them as anything. I was an ex-banker before, please. Let's
My
forget all
dear
those
sister, let's be
generalizations.
frank. There is this
I
notion that
disagree with
marketers
you.
in the bank.
Let's
Okay,
forget
let me keep
generalization.
quiet.
Let's forget
Let me keep quiet.
generalization. For the fact that it
I'm not
happened to one,
generalizing.
two, three
I'm telling
person
you
does
what
not
is
mean
what
it's like that.
is obtainable.
See,
I'm not generalizing
let me
anything.
tell you, as an insider in the bank, right? If you're a man, bankers jump like you people are complaining about Nollywood people. If you hear what goes on in the banking industry, you dope your car for them. You understand? But that does not mean everybody in the bank is doing the same thing.
We
I
are
keep
not
saying
saying.
it.
I'm telling you that was what they were using to judge her. I'm not saying everybody. You hear what I said? I said the reason why they were judging her because she's a banker or ex-banker. They felt what she did in the bank is what is affecting her. The people
He's
even told her
hurting
that.
her.
I'm not even
Okay.
saying she did it on her. Oh.
I don't know
Anyway,
who will be thinking like that. They are so myopic in their reasoning for them to think like
the
that.
mother, our own personal mother, was this. If you hear story, it's not because you did not know, you know your story. That she's talking from a pained heart. That's why she's always talking aggressively. She's
Yeah,
hurting.
from a place of pain.
The lady is hurting at 41. Look at what she has passed through. She's just 41, I mean 42. We have spoke. And later, English will not kill me. We have spoken. I even told her to even write me on IG. We discussed at length. You could see this lady talking and crying. You know what it means?
Chai.
You've seen such a pain. And I say, you're still slim, we no get but you. With all those stress he has passed. It is well. So don't blame
Yeah.
her. You
No,
don't have to
No,
blame
Getting
nobody
anybody.
it
is
right. Is
blaming
she
her
there?
here. Nobody is blaming
you know,
her. But
again,
the only thing I will say to women hearing our voices or men hearing us, if you have if you're going through a bad relationship and you made up your mind to come out of it, don't be in a hurry to seek a succor from someone who is a total stranger. The person will use your vulnerability and do the same thing to you. Make sure you heal.
You break the English down now. Succor,
No, sincerely.
vulnerability. English will
Make
not
sure
kill
you
me.
heal. Cause rep, honestly, make sure you heal. See, in one way or the other, we've all had problems. Maybe one relationship or the other. But
My
don't
own is
jump
two.
into another one
Shaki Shan.
with
They gave me Shaki
thinking that
Shan.
the second person, because you're a pastor, your pastors are human beings. You understand? They
Exactly.
can make the same mistake a pagan will make. There is nothing special about them except that discipline and the fear of God. But sometimes
Very
that fear
correct.
of God cannot be overcome by temptation. So the pastor is even there is a man that the wife died here. The wife died from it was a medical negligence from the first responders and all of that. The moment that woman died, come and see ladies lined up that they'll be taking turn to sleep in the man's house to comfort him. What are you comforting? What are they comforting? They are seeking for who the man will pick eventually.
Can you imagine?
So
They
people
want to replace immediately.
immediately, people are not wasting time. And what did the man do after digging and he went back to Nigeria to marry another wife and brought here? So people should be careful. The person you think is an angel in appearance is a devil incarnate behind. The Bible says the heart of man is desperately wicked. Who can tell? I can't tell. You can't tell. And that's the reason why we should be careful in making decisions.
Yeah. You know, adding to what Oyoyo is saying, most often times, but when women are heartbroken, that is the time they become very vulnerable to other wolves out there. So I always say, heal, get over that previous relationship before you even get married or before you jump into another relationship. Because at that time, you can be rational in making decisions. You can think well. Because most times, what you are feeling is loneliness, it's not love. Because you are lonely, you just want another person you can go, that can console you, that you can hug immediately. But if you can resist it at that time, you will heal. Most people don't heal before even getting into marriage. They don't heal before jumping into the next relationship. So by the time they are now married, any little text or chat or call from ex can trigger the past love. It can reawaken the past love, making the woman very, very vulnerable. You can just feel it's a harmless chat, harmless chat. But before you know, gradually start developing feeling. This feeling grows.
It grows.
You start developing the feelings.
It's not something that you think is easy. Mainly when the person is good. Oh God, forget to. There's nothing like
when he's good. When the person is good.
I'm only being open. Imagine the one that took me to the hospital had the mind to call me after 2 to 3 months of our marriage. Can you imagine such downgrading? You left me to go and marry who you felt was okay. Now you are calling me. You want to book an hotel so we can go and stay for weekend. You are a married woman. Are you normal? So it depends.
Present beyond passion. Yes, both men and women, not just women actually.
Both men and
but
women.
You see, most often times women are more vulnerable when they are heartbroken because women love everything within them. They love easily. So when they are heartbroken, it's very easy for them. Yes, both men and women.
You people are saying that I don't like. You people are saying this I don't like. They love with all their heart. Don't we have men that love with all their heart? You people are saying this I don't like. Make it general. Don't make it a
forget that.
Men are meant to love self more than women.
I don't understand this.
Men are meant to love.
What are you always saying? I've been saying I don't like
more
you. Are making it. You make it general. Don't say because you don't know other persons. Don't say that. You know how I love? I love like a goat. You know, you call goat. Do you know that when I'm with a lady?
Okay, let's use the word more emotional. Women are more emotional.
That's not true. You say both ways. Don't say women. Why would you say women? You know how emotional I am.
Let me tell you how my husband describes a man. He said men are hunters. Okay, they use their eyes to check people out, and that's what is moving them. What they see, they are attracted to what they see. They don't even express emotion, even if they.
That's what I'm saying. Have you seen a man who will see a woman and not even look because the one he has in the house is enough for him? That's my type of love. Once I'm with one, the other ones are useless as far as I'm concerned.
You will still look.
The other ones are useless, but if you see the one that has nice shape, you will see this person is beautiful. That doesn't mean that you have anything in your mind with the person.
I am telling you now that I don't look elsewhere when I'm with one I love. I'm telling you, myself, I'm telling you now that I don't. It's my life. I'm telling you my life. Are you going to live my life for me and live your own life? Me, myself. You are given? It's my life. I'm telling you my life. Are you going to live my life for me and live your own life? Make it a general thing, not
lover boy.
No, I'm not lover boy. Call me concern.
See, no matter how
Princess Beyond Passion is back. Okay.
Yeah, no matter how we look at this thing, honestly speaking, when you say it's over, let it be over. There is no point going back.
Supported.
If that's the only person that will give you business connection, forget that business connection.
Let the business wait.
Let the business be. Because see,
It's
when
not
you're
even
signing
possible sef,
agreement,
for him to be the
especially
only
when,
one.
see, let me give you guys a scenario. Let's assume you people sign the deal, the business works successful. That day you people are going to sign the final agreement. He will start by holding your hand. Nne, we made it, oh, hey, or Nne, we made it. From holding hands to hugging, and that hugging will come. I really missed you. Please do not put
Exactly.
yourself in that situation. From I
And
really
once you
miss
have
you, what
heard, I
else will
really
you
miss
say?
you, it's
I'm
finished.
telling you, it's finished.
It's
That's it.
finished.
It's finished. No, nobody should put herself or himself in that position. Because
Exactly.
if me self, I will even go and protect my brother's interest in his wife. Nebiko, that S is in the past. Okay, so that we can move on.
I have told him.
Ah, so
When
that
you
is it.
hear S is S. Like the very first Spanish woman I dated here, because of her jealousy and lack of trust, I told her to get out. When she noticed I was like different, she's coming around. I want to see you. I tell her I don't want to see you. Because why? Because she has seen that yes, I am very open with people. She now feels she can come back. But eventually, when she comes back, is to come and spoil more things for me. So we have to be very cautious. You don't know their intentions. They have something in mind. You don't know. Okay, now no problem. Let's meet today. When you go now, it becomes a problem. But eventually, you have a new girlfriend. She sees you with your head, and she says you guys are back. That one now, Oguna, she has finished with you. You are left with the same person who you are running away from. Who is fully who? Yes, is yes,
Welcome,
please.
Success Carly.
Any
Thank you
any
so much for
anything
joining. Please, kindly thumbs up, guys. If you haven't thumbs up, kindly thumbs up.
any
Welcome, Success. Good to have you join the
any
stream.
S any S
Princess Beyond Fashion is back. Princess, what do you have to say before we go?
What do I have to say about which one? Me, I have said my mind, though. I have said
No,
my
you were
mind.
on the chat. You were disagreeing with me. You were saying when I mentioned that women are
Women are
more.
vulnerable. You said
Yes,
women are vulnerable, and I told you it's not
yes.
only women that are vulnerable. Men are vulnerable too.
she
Both
doesn't know.
men.
She
Men
doesn't know.
are human beings too. Men are vulnerable as well.
Please, you see the
Both
reason why I
men.
love Princess. Princess, tell her she doesn't know. Tell her.
Comes from be coming down.
We were slicing the guys here.
So,
It's not good now. Make it general.
so it's true. Men are vulnerable too. Men are vulnerable too. In fact, when it comes to the heart, it's the women's heart that is strong. Women have very strong hearts. Women can do get heartbroken, you lift them up, put them on the ground, bounce them 200 times. That woman, just give her time. She will bounce back. If she wants to bounce back, she will bounce back. And when she bounces back, that's when you will see the woman in her full strength. That's when you will see the woman. It is as if
Just like Jane today. If you hear Jane talking, Jane was talking with anger.
everything she wants to do now is based on that thing that has happened to her. She is now going all out. Based that thing has given her strength, motivation to go all out and get what she wants out there. She becomes a
Mm.
go-getter with a strong heart. This is why you see some women sometimes when they do something to a man, you begin to wonder, is it this woman? Are you talking about this same woman?
This
You don't
particular
know
one.
what she has gone through
You don't
that
know.
made her heart so
That's why
strong.
there's a saying
So,
that hell knows no fury, like
Like a
like a
woman
woman's scorned.
scorned. Exactly.
Mm.
Exactly. So that is it.
Princess,
And
didn't you
yeah,
hear Jane talk today?
I did.
No, I'm
I
asking
did.
Princess. You could see anger. She was
mm,
tackling everybody. You could see the anger. She
hmm.
has groomed it, and is pouring it out.
But
Even men
Cosref,
was tired. Yes.
if you're really close to her, you need to help her. She needs to come out from where she is right now. It's not a
Yeah.
good
Yes.
place.
She's on it. That's what I've said before. Thank God she's on it. I have asked her. Yes, she's seeing a therapist presently.
Okay, she's not in a good
Thing-
place. And
yes,
again, here in America, it's very lonely. It's very
and
lonely when you don't
she's in
have.
America
Yeah,
now. She's
in
in
UK,
USA.
in Europe, in Europe generally is lonely because you don't have a baby,
Yes.
so you don't. Yes, it's generally lonely out here.
But you
Um,
guys are talking. You that have kids, that have family. What are people like us who are single?
No,
the
for her
family,
now. You say
She
she
has
has
four
gone
kids.
three.
She
She has
has
gone
she has about
through.
three, before kids now. She has kids.
She has gone through three men. So you
Yes,
can understand that she will have limited people she can talk to, because she doesn't trust any man coming around her right
I
now.
am telling you the
So
yeah,
thing of
she's a
anything men
very.
now. Eh,
You should be careful with her. You should, if possible, check on her every day. But let it not be that you're giving impression for something else. I beg.
she
yeah,
So
go
that's
USA
Mm-hmm.
now.
true.
She won't carry me go USA. She's in
Go
USA.
have beach away also.
make it be on a very neutral level. How are you doing today? Have you
Okay.
talked to
Yeah.
someone today?
Oyo,
Because
I don't understand you. I don't understand.
no, I'm
No,
only
cause
telling
rep,
you
oh,
strictly.
she's right. Oh, Yoyo is right because women and their emotions is very easy to get.
Yeah,
Like once you start
That's
showing
that
her
was what I
affection
was
now,
mentioning
as if
earlier
you
on.
care about her now, she will start seeing it that you are loving her. In fact, she will start loving you even without you loving her.
Thank
So you should be
you.
very careful.
exactly.
Thank
As a young
you.
guy, be very
Thank
careful.
you.
Make she not
Thank
use
you.
you
Be
do.
yourself.
It is well. Una do well.
Thunder
Also,
Scorpion said, exes like to hang around to have that one up on your new place. You can't even cultivate your new relationship when everyone knows every step. Mm.
Why? You can come out from the other side.
Party don't finish.
Pat just finished second round now. Well done, Pat.
Hey,
We are
Well
representing.
done, Pa.
she said doing
You are
matters.
representing. Rank away
eh?
the bros if you are still there. Well done.
Which
Job well
class?
done, Pat.
I don't understand.
She's representing
You
very
can
well.
watch it.
Pat, did they call your name? What are you doing?
Pat,
My brother,
well done, oh.
is weak. Oh, let him rest. You know he has been traveling everywhere. Please.
Pat, look for yogurt for him. Pat, look for yogurt for him, please.
Wait
He
till your
needs
guns
it.
go do.
Wait. Okay.
The other way now.
Or look for banana and granite for him. He needs it.
You that is talking now. Your husband just got home. You that is talking. Your husband just got home. You are talking. You are laughing. Your husband is at home now. You that is talking. You.
He just came home, oh. He just came home now.
Okay.
How did you know?
He wrote it now. He wrote it. He said he just got home now.
The
He wrote it.
man do Gbeboru say don't enter house.
Yes, now. He said I just got home now. He wrote it.
You don't try it.
He wrote it. He said I just got
So,
home.
host and
Look at it.
co-host, oh, please, I'm leaving you guys again. Today has been a busy
Thank
one for me. You guys have
Okay,
a
thank you
busy
so
day.
much.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, bye
Thank
bye.
you,
Bye.
Yo-Yo.
Thank you
Yo-Yo.
so
Oyoyo.
much.
Relationship matter can never be. We're not going to ever
Oyoyo.
finish
Oh,
discussing
yeah,
relationship.
yeah, yeah. Hey.
Bye.
All right,
Have
Oyoyo.
a nice day, Yo-Yo.
Eh?
Have a
You look
nice day.
beautiful.
Uh-uh.
Oyoyo, you
You
are
said that.
looking so
She looks
sexy.
amazing.
So beautiful.
Oyoyo.
Yeah.
Oyoyo. Your
Look at her.
Oyoyo. Your spec now,
Oy-
eh? No the
Yo-Yo
market.
looks amazing.
Your spec no
You
the
look
market.
amazing.
Oh
I
my
dey
My
tell
brother.
you.
Anyway, guys, cost rep, please, final word before we go. Final word from each and every one of you. Final word before you leave each and every one of you, please. Final word.
Oh, yeah, I know you are rushing because he's home now. He's all right. She's right.
Exactly.
What's
Eh?
your own?
Exactly.
Let me conclude. Let me
Exactly.
conclude. The truth is that in as much as we have good dealings with our exes, most of them, the truth must be said. You can only vouch and talk about yourself. You are not liable to talk about somebody else because you don't know what he or she has in the bottom of his heart or her heart. So in all their dealings, it is advisable you get what? Understanding. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Cosrep. This is coming from Cosrep. Cosrep is a content creator and a promoter. If you want to get your channel doing so well, please get in touch with him. He is an amazing supporter and an amazing promoter. Thank you so much, Cosrep. I know it's very late there and you are cold and lonely. So I'll leave you to go, cover your duvet right now.
It is
I can
already
actually
1
understand your
a.m.
loneliness.
You
1
put that.
a.m.
You must not have that in.
I can understand your loneliness. So,
Hey,
good night,
people should
Cosrep.
leave
Thank you so
Cosrep.
much.
Leave him
You
alone, I
see him?
beg.
You see him? Oh, Dogu Cosrep.
Double
Rachel.
Cosrep.
My name is Kosrep. I've told you this thing before. I'm not Dodogu. Please call me Kosrep. My helpers are here.
Okay,
My helpers are here. They're calling me Odogu where they are. They will not help me again. Biko, call me Kosrep or Emmanuel. I understand.
Cosrep. Oh, that's ihe nwoke ruru ya bụ ụsa. Ihe nwoke ruru ya ruru oge ya wụ ụsa.
My
Iru
sister,
gị izu odogwu.
my
Ụsa
helpers
bụkwa
are
n'odogwu.
here. My helpers are here. Biko, don't call me. Call me
Cosrep
Emmanuel or
help
Kosrep.
us. Can you please call him Odogwu? Please, if you love me, can you type Odogwu in the chat?
Jesus
Odogwu
Christ.
Cosrep. Can you type it in the chat for me?
This woman has finished
In
me.
the chat, just drop Odogwu Cosrep for me.
Don't be smart, So, Awadi, I have to go right now. I agree with Cosrep, okay? In all your getting, get wisdom, get understanding. Think
Yes.
from your brain, think from the right source. Don't just do things because you want to do it. Do things and think about the repercussion while doing it. I joined this live stream today because my husband is not around. If he's around, I cannot even. I will not be awake by this
I
time.
know. Oh dear. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I
Thank
enjoyed
you,
watching.
sweetheart.
I
Good
enjoyed
night,
myself today. Okay, good night.
Thank
sis.
you
Good night,
so much.
everyone. Thank you,
Good night.
Princess. Thank
Good
you.
night.
Good night.
Thank
Have
you,
a
ma, for your
beautiful
advice.
night
Thank
rest.
you, Kosref.
Look for thick blanket
Thank
and
you,
cover
Olivia.
yourself. Oh, I know it's cold
I
since
don't
your husband
already
is not
cover
around.
myself. I don't
Oh.
already cover myself.
Is it cold? Is it cold in Nigeria?
What,
Okay.
It's
what do
not.
you
It's
mean?
all
It's
right.
not.
Me cover yourself.
Kosref,
What
what
do
you
you mean?
talk?
What do you mean cover yourself? Maybe only few days you take
Ah,
travel.
hey. No, but me, say my baby is here with me, self, so I'm not even feeling anything.
No, mock me now, mock me. You get
Hey,
me.
what?
Prince,
Well, make I
Kosref,
talk my
no
own,
vex.
make I go sleep. I beg.
No vex,
okay,
I beg. Good
Princess
night,
Beyond
Kosref.
Fashion.
For our side.
Una bye bye.
Anyway,
Thank you, everyone. Till you see me in your screen,
Yeah,
I leave all of us in peace.
peace. So
thank
not
you.
peace.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Princess
Jerry.
Beyond Fashion, let's hear from you, please, before you
Well,
go. One final word.
yes, I have already said it. As regards your topic, if you call the person an X is an X.
Yes.
There is nothing, there must be a reason that person is called an X. Leave X's where they belong. Do not go digging up anything from X's. If you are not thinking of the X in the first place, you will not remember that your X will help you. Then, if you are truthful to yourself, if you are sincere, you will know that you have to do the right thing. And the right thing is leave your ex alone. If your ex is X, leave the ex. That is the right thing to do. So be honest with yourself, be true to yourself, and be wise. And remember
Yeah.
that if you are deceiving yourself and saying that, okay, it's only my ex in the whole wide world that has that thing, you are deceiving yourself, because once you do that thing, your ex will come back to you one day and also request for something, and you must give it,
Yeah.
because if they already gave you, you must give it back. Always remember that. So be wise in your decision. No need to go back to X.
Yeah.
If you go back to
Thank you
X,
very much.
your partner too will say, okay, me too, my ex is saying hi to me. Remember that you have a partner now. If you have a
That's true.
partner, if you have a partner, then leave your ex alone so that your partner will leave ex alone. But if you have a partner and you're going back to your ex, The day your partner will go back to his or her own ex, you don't have any mouth to complain.
Mm.
That's my own. I leave you with that.
Wow.
Good night,
Thank you very
everyone.
much. Thank you very much. This is Princess Beyond Passion. She's an amazing content creator. Please make sure, guys, that you link up with her. Her name is so easy to search. She's searchable. So if you are not connected with her already, please do so. You will get a lot of wisdom. You can see how she's speaking now. This is how her content is. I mean, she has a lot of wisdom to offer you guys. Thank you so much, Princess. I really appreciate you Queen this night.
Thank you,
Thank you so much for
darling.
joining this stream.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Joshua.
And we have Getting It Right with Olivia.
Night, everyone.
Yeah,
Good night.
thank you so much, Princess. Princess has already said it all, but what I would say is that if you are married, like after marriage, you should face your marriage, leave your S. S's, they have their own forum, and married people, they have their own forum as well. So don't be distracted by your ex. If you are communicating with your ex, it may be hurting your partner. Do you get? Your partner will not be happy with it that both of you are still communicating, thereby causing problem in your marriage or causing misunderstanding. You may not even know why your husband or why your wife is not talking to you, is because you are talking to your ex, and you'll be saying you people don't have anything, there is nothing intimate, or you can know, you just call, you just that one. So please, let's leave exes once one is married. Forget about them and focus on making your marriage better.
Mm.
That's what matters. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Getting it right. I'm so happy connecting with you recently. Thank you so much. You have been so amazing. And I pray that our connection will continue this way. I appreciate you, Queen. Thank you so much
Right.
for stopping by tonight and your great contributions. Thank you, Queen. I appreciate you. Good night. Okay.
All right. Good
Yeah.
night, everyone.
Yes, guys. So thank you, everyone here. Fabro Happiness. Yeah, I'm rounding up now. Time Out with Kwame, Getting It Right with Olivia, AE29, Thunder Scorpion, Decency Beat, Nemuzo, Oyoyo Sword, Nemuzo. God bless you mightily. Thank you so much for your support. You're not a content creator, but every day you make it a point of duty to come here and support this girl. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Pablo Happiness, gorgeous. I know you're sleepy already, and it's pretty late. Quite all right. Mel Fierce Fitness, Success Kali, Pat Yaba that just returned from the second half. Yeah, thank you so much, Queen, for joining the stream and your contribution. I appreciate you. You're an amazing woman, Pat. Thank you so much. Princess Beyond Passion. Who else am I missing here? Cornelius, my husband, who just returned now. Mary Queen. Thank you so much. Who else? Who else? Yeah, yeah. And Mama Rose. Yeah, Rosie's Catch. Yeah, Rosie's Catch. Thank you so much. Everyone in the stream, I do not take your presence here for granted. I really appreciate you. And my final word, please, before I leave X where they belong. Okafor's law is still very much at play. That road you once passed, there is every possibility. If you don't know the person, at least you can only know yourself. You can give yourself that 100% score that you can hold yourself. But when it comes to your ex, there is no guarantee. You don't know what is going on in his or her mind. So if that helper happens to be your ex, if at all that is the only hope you have, please discuss it with your partner. Discuss it with your wife or discuss it with your husband. Let them know that this person is an ex. We have passed through some things before. We have done certain things before, but we need this help now. Are you in support of this help? If your partner is not in support, don't go behind your partner's back to get help from your ex. It can be very dangerous. It's risky to go get help from your ex without your partner knowing about it. Because tomorrow when they need you to equally help them back, you cannot say no. So let's be careful and protect our marriage, guard our marriages, guard it jealously. Let an ex not be the one that will come and destroy the present. Let an ex not be the one. If you trust yourself, you don't know about your ex. So please, Okafor's law, personally, I believe is still very much at play. protect your home, and avoid chatting an ex. Innocent chatting. There is nothing like innocent chatting. An ex is
Now,
is an ex. That time you are
yes,
chatting, telling yourself that, oh, this is an ex. I mean, he is harmless. He checks up on you. How are you doing? You say you are fine. What did you eat today? I ate why didn't you eat this? I remember when you used to prepare this food for me. I remember when we used to enjoy this together. Memories will come flooding in. That by the time you're chatting, you think it's harmless. X is already imagining many things. One day he's gonna ask, what are you putting on? From what are you putting on? Can I see? From what can I see? Before you know it, it gets out of control. You begin to catch feelings. You begin to catch feelings. The emotion begins to develop. If you can avoid your ex, please, by all means, avoid the person. Unless you can't avoid him or her. If your path crosses or the person happens to be your neighbor, but even if the person happens to be your neighbor now, please let your recent partner know that this person is an ex and is living around you, so we can't avoid each other. It is better that way. And if your ex is disturbing you and insisting on something, better bring your partner in the picture. If you then block the person, I mean, the block button is still very functional. If you value your marriage, you love your husband, you love your wife, you will do everything to protect your home. So if it means
yeah,
blocking that X, go ahead and block that X, because that is where
exactly.
the X belongs, so that you can move on with your life. I appreciate every one of you getting it right with Olivia. You have been so thank you so much. Everyone in the chat, good night. Have an amazing night rest. Enjoy your sleep. And those who are going for second or third round, I wish you energy and strength on it. Good night, everyone. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much. I appreciate love you. Thank you so much. Bye. Bye, everyone.